Hi entrepreneurs, welcome to another Starting a Business e-learning video class. This is Tony Brancatella, and today we are into module 3, which is the business plan. So we will look at a little bit closer to business plan and what you have to do and all the actual intricate parts of the business plan itself. So yeah, the business plan really has a lot of different parts, but it really has to look for a solution for your success, and it really has to look at solving some issues or some problems, and also aligning it with customers. So business plan has many parts. These are some parts of the business plan. So if you look all the way at the top, executive summary, this is really summary itself. Mission statement, which we already have looked at. Your company background. These are all we're all really starting a startup company, so there's not really that much background of the actual company itself. Your product, your marketing plan, your competition, SWOT. We really looked at your SWOT when we looked at your strengths and weaknesses and opportunities. We will not look at threats in this video or in this business plan, I should say. We'll look at operations, your financial planning, and also timeline. But timeline, since again it is a startup company, and we will not really put any emphasis on the timeline. So if you have to define a business plan, a written document describing the nature of the business, the sales and marketing strategy, and the financial background. So why do we do a business plan? Why is it important to actually do a business plan? Well, there's certain purposes for it. It really defines your business and all the intentions that you want to do in your business. It is a very simple description. It does not have to be too complicated. In actual fact, if you make it too complicated and use too many adverbs and adjectives in your business plan, it really does not set the tone right to whoever is reading it. It has to be simple. Describe your products and services. And what I like to do also in a business plan, like you guys to do, is to look at your ideal customer, your first customer. Picture who would be your first person that walks into that door, and certainly don't say your brother-in-law. Besides your brother-in-law, I should say. So besides your brother-in-law, who would be your ideal customer? Something that you have to look at: age, male, female, you name it. Exactly, try to picture that person. And this really helps you get in touch with what direction your business plan is headed. So if you look at products and services, right, you have to really make it your own. The product has to be unique. We've discussed this before, and we'll discuss it again. If you look at needs of customers and niches of businesses, you really have to find a combination of both. So yes, uniqueness will be another one. What are the benefits of your product or your service? You can also include your pricing policy in your business plan, and also why customers will purchase it. And in your philosophy has to be, what makes you better than the competition? Is there something specific that makes you better than competition? We really do not want to like the competition, and we'll discuss competition later on, but we really certainly have to respect the competition and know that they're there. So an ideal customer, if you look at a little bit of information about an ideal customer, a clear picture of what an ideal customer, or dream customer if you want to call him that or call her that, exactly would look like. So an ideal customer would be certainly the one that buys and uses it. And more ideal the customer, the less returns. In other words, the more ideal the customer that is connected to your product, there will be less product that will come back to the store. As we looked at already, surveys are very important, and this will certainly pinpoint, or at least point you in the right direction of an ideal customer. So to prepare a business plan, so if you ask yourself who actually needs a business plan, well, certainly startups. And since all these projects that we're going to do are all startups, we will certainly need a business plan. But even if you have an established company, they also have business plans. A business plan is also like a checklist. It really updates you on a yearly basis if you want. Usually business plans are done on a yearly basis or done on a two-year basis also. So in other words, well, everybody needs a business plan. You can have one also for yourself personally, and to keep tabs on your life and how you see things and how you saw. If you look back, you can compare. It's a very important thing to do. You can always compare back and say, look, this was my plan. This is what I've done. This is where I am today, and it keeps tabs on your success and also on your not so successful operations. So marketing is a big part of the business plan, and it includes products and services, selling proposition, your pricing strategy, distribution if you have any, sales plan, advertising, and promotions. Also, one of the first things I like to do about a business plan is, of course, the first page, the opening page itself. And the front page or the cover page can be as simple as this, with the word business plan always appearing in the first page, and in most cases also add the year, the name of the company, who you're submitting it to, and who are you, and the date, of course, at the bottom. Or it could be a little bit more with the logo itself and a picture if you want to add, and put the actual year of the business plan itself. So that will be your cover page. So if you look at the actual table of contents, we'll go through the whole table of contents, and then on another class we will break it down one by one. So table of contents, executive summary, which includes your mission and also can include your vision. For us, we will really look at what our mission statements are, or you can actually, since we will do an exercise for vision, you can also actually add your vision statement also. Section 2 would be your company overview. This, of course, would have to be all about your company itself, that you don't indicate in your summary. We will go into more details about that. Your industry itself, which includes your market and also your size of your market. So I'll give you more information for that. Section 4 would include your customer analysis, in other words, your target customers, and what is your customer needs. Section 5 would be competitive analysis. Here we would include direct competitors, indirect competitors, and also your competitive advantages. Section 6, marketing plan, as we discussed. I'll go a little bit more details here, what I'd like to see in your marketing plan. Products and services, pricing, promotions, and also your place of work if you have. If you have a service and you are online, certainly you will not have a place of service, a place where customers will come to, but certainly your place where all your computers are, certainly would that be the place itself too. And also, I'd like to introduce to you content marketing. This is really something that really interests me quite a bit. And this is where today's world could lower your costs of marketing and really reach out to customers. So we will discuss this more in detail on in a later video. Section 7, operations plan. This is all your processes of your operation itself. Section 8, you can have your management team. Of course, your management team is yourself and whoever you would think would be intricate or important to add to your company. And finally, the financial plan. We will look at certain things, the finances also. So let's get a little closer at this table of contents and let's break it down a little bit. So if you look at the executive summary, this is certainly the most important part of your business plan. Brief and concise overview of your business. Whoever is reading your business plan, usually banks or investors, or sponsors would really have a summary here of your overall business. So a lot of businesses or business banks, I should say, would really focus on your executive summary. So we really look at short paragraphs and really look at certain verbs and certain ways of doing it. I will show you exactly how I interpret this paragraph and how its formality is so important versus informality in this. In business, formality is the most important aspect. I always try to stay formal. Write down what is the problem in your summary and what is your solution. What exactly is the solution to that problem? So if you would say, this is the problem, and our product will find a solution for that. And I also like to see how much money you actually need, you are seeking from your investor for a certain percentage, or exactly how much money you need and why you need this money. Section 2 would be company overview, and company overview is a brief history of your company and answers questions such as when and how your organization was formed, also type of company legal structure, which we will look at in a later video, and also past accomplishments. Now, past accomplishments, we are all going to be startups, so certainly there's not going to be many here. Section 3 will look at industry analysis, your market overview, and this is really the size of your market. Like it says there, if you are a restaurant, the size of the restaurant market, and also different discussion of your different sectors of in the restaurant business itself, fast food, for example. Relevant market size, specific calculation of your market size. This demands quite a bit of information. But the more information you can get on your market size, the better it is for your business plan, that's for sure. And if you had 100% of the market, what would be your attainable annual revenue? This is a question a lot of bankers, investors demand or ask. If you had a full business, if you had the monopoly, like certain companies in Canada here in the past have, or if you look at Hydro-Quebec in Quebec here, and also in the past Bell Canada, which was the only company, the only phone company for the longest of time. Those are type of companies that had full market share. So what would be a possibility to find out what would be 100% of your market share totally? Target customers identifies your current or your intended customers, which could include your demographics data on your target customers, such as age, gender, geography, marriage status, and education. What are your customer needs? Why customers want or need your products. This is something also the bankers, investors look at very closely. This is really an important part of your business plan. Section 5, competitive analysis. Direct competitors, companies that fill the same customer need, outline direct competitors themselves, and also if you have a strength and a weakness from this direct competitor. We're not doing a overall major business plan, so if you have one direct competitor, that would be good. Indirect customers, or indirect competitors I should say, fill the same customer needs with a different solution. So for example, if you operate an Italian restaurant, a French restaurant would be an indirect competitor, or maybe even eating at home would be a really indirect competitor. For example, also if you look at cars, car companies, General Motors, Chrysler, and Toyota, direct competitors would be, of course, alternative forms of transportation, airlines, buses, trains, and bicycles. Section 6 is your marketing plan, products and services, product details and services of your company offers. Includes pricing, detailed pricing, how your pricing relates to your competition. For example, which we're going to look later on, are you a premium brand or are you a low-cost brand? promotions plan, how are you going to advertise your product. Will be besides your content marketing strategy, which we're going to get into later on. So tactics used to attract new customers. Are you online? What exactly are you, which platforms are you using online? I mentioned Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. And if you have a place, ways your customer can buy your product, your website certainly is your place. A little bit more information on content marketing. We're not going to go into details right now. Once we get to Module 4, we will discuss this in more details and what exactly it is and what we're trying to achieve with content marketing. Just to give you an understanding, content marketing, it's certainly a way of passing on information about your company and how you could use your products. Infographics, which is one you see on the right, that is an infographic, how to make a salad, and pictures. So it's a graphic and has information with pictures. Web pages, how-tos, videos, YouTube videos, guides, and certain guides. And content marketing really is to educate and to entertain, not to promote. So we'll get more into details of what content marketing is. Now, Section 7, your operations plan, daily functions of your business, maintaining a customer service department, let's say. Do you have one? How do you conduct your business? And milestones, if you have any, and you hope to achieve in the future. What are your attainable goals that you'd like to, your target dates and your attainable goals? Section 8 is your management team, your current members of your management team. What do they do? Since we're doing so many projects, there's individual projects in this case, well, you would be the sole proprietor for sure. And if you do want to hire anybody, you can include it in here. So roles that you'd like to fill in later, like I mentioned, who you want to hire, qualifications of people you would like to see later to fill. You need an engineer, an accountant. What are your weaknesses that you need to fill? Usually you fill them here. And Section 9, your financial plan. Here it's how you make money, how you generate revenues. And your highlights that we're going to look at would be income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. And at the end, of course, we have the use of funds, funding requirements to detail the amount that you're seeking, and you could indicate here for what you will use the funds. So let's briefly look at the first section, which is the executive summary. I have a few examples here. So let's look at this one here. Let's just read the first paragraph. Booming Boutique is a startup retail establishment that will sell fashionable clothing to women of the baby boom generation. A Booming Boutique will be located in Kirkland, Quebec, which is a popular retirement and tourist destination. Booming Boutique initial goal is to open one boutique. Expansion plans include potentially franchising our retail store and or building a well-organized brand name. In turn, Booming Boutique's goal is to penetrate a sizable portion of the online retail market. I'd like you to pay attention to this paragraph, or to this first two paragraphs of your summary, and you can see here in detail what we're looking for, or in summary what we're looking for when it comes to your executive summary. You'll notice that the name repeats over and over and over again, Booming Boutique. You can do this. You should do this. You should not use pronouns in your business plan anyway. Anywhere, I should say. You should always use the actual name of the boutique, or the name of the actual company. In this case, Booming Boutique. Well, what you can do, but you have to indicate it right off the bat, and in parentheses next to Booming Boutique, if you want to call it, let's say, just BB. You can do that, but you have to indicate it so everybody realizes, whoever's reading it will realize right away that the Booming Boutique, you have initialized it to BB. Another example, Bread Crafter will produce and sell high-quality handmade breads to the residents and tourists of Baie d'Urfé, Quebec. Bread Crafter will focus on European-style, naturally leavened breads and baguettes made with high-quality ingredients. And here I continue. I show you also the company itself. Bread Crafter will be created to serve the Baie d'Urfé community by developing the need for a good bread bakery. Bread Crafter will offer a variety of high-quality European-American style artisan breads baked fresh in its storefront bakery. Here's another one, Fitness Center Business Plan. A Gym Pro is a unique fitness facility with a strong focus on providing practical lifestyle enhancement to the gym's member in an upbeat and friendly oriented atmosphere. Gym Pro promises to deliver extraordinary service and a high-level personal service. And here finally another one, landscaping. And I'll let you, if you want to pause it, you can read it. And you can see here what I did, what they did, Christine and Denis, Landscapes Limited, and they put CDL next to it because to repeat that long name really can get tedious. So just by putting it in CDL, by shortening it, initializing it like that, you can make it more simple for anybody to read your business plan. Great, so that is really the synopsis of breakdown of your business plan. You have a little exercise that I would like you to do. I will give you a copy of the exercise with the questions in class, but I'd like to get you started so you have a better understanding of it when you get into class, or as it is as we stand now and you have your questions. So business plan, yes, is the backbone of your company. It's going to serve as the first impression for countless potential partners and investors. So finding the right answers to the right questions is critical if you want to lay the groundwork for a stable business and attract sufficient attention from investors. So question one would be, what need are you addressing? So describe what products or product you make, or what service or services you offer that is the driving force behind your customers' purchasing decisions. You'll want to back this up with research that shows the need exists. So you would have to have a survey, would be your backup. Question two would be, what makes you different? Again, we will always go towards the need and the uniqueness of your business. So here you have to acknowledge who your competitors are in your space. And this is going to require, of course, some research. And I don't want tons of research on this. If you can find one competitor, two competitors, that would be great. If you can find an indirect competitor or direct competitor, that would be also great. What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? What do you think they're doing wrong? Maybe this is the reason why you started this business in the first place. Identify a differentiating factor that will allow you to stand out. That's question number two. Question three is, who is your customer audience? The answer cannot be everybody. No matter how useful or practical your product or service is, there's no way you're going to be able to sell to everyone in the world. So think about factors like age, sex, education, geography, location, working status, and marital status. Question four, how is your business going to make money? How are you going to sell your product? Where are you going to sell it? How much are you going to sell it for? And will the amount you sell be able to surpass the amount you owe? In other words, your profit margins, are they high enough for you to be sustainable and to keep on going? So this is really important also. And and you can also look at when will you actually break even? Question five, how will you promote your business? Promoting your business is certainly important, and people will need to know who you are and what you do. So promoting your business is really important. Yes, we will look at content marketing, but content marketing is a different type of promotion. This really, what are you going to rely on? Is it mostly online marketing, word of mouth, so on and so forth? So what is your strategy when it comes to promoting your business? Question six, what do you need to get started? So all businesses must start somewhere, but the start varies from industry to industry and from entrepreneur to entrepreneur. Do you need any advanced equipment? Who will you need to hire? Some of you, you were talking about photography. If you have camera already, it's a big start. Location, if you have, that will be also a good start. And how much will you need at first? So to survive, you're going to have to eventually revise your questions to these questions, these answers to these questions, and update your business plan accordingly. So I will give you a copy of this exercise in class, but I really would like you to make notes based on these questions, and so we can go forward and discuss this in class. So thank you, and see you soon.